Hello and welcome to episode 6 of my werewolf-themed Oxygen Not Included playthrough. That is recording the wrong screen. Alright, last time we ran out of food. We're starting to run out of breathable oxygen, and we're working on a fix for that. I believe Lynette is almost done with that fix here, and Nikolai is desperately working on his hamster wheel to get oxygen pumped away into the base. Meanwhile, Rowan is focused on the future, trying to figure out where we are going to be able to, or trying to figure out how to refine metal and then manufacture plastic so we can take advantage of this leaky oil fissure we have down here. And let's see, we've got, I actually completely lost track of where Richard went to. Richard, where are you? Oh, you're picking up some dirt for your farm. Okay. And Kyrie's taking a shower. So, let's see how things go. Alright, so that's up. So this will actually be a secondary priority. Nikolai, you're producing enough energy. You'll get off the wheel eventually. Things will be built. Kyrie's working on digging. And I ought to get you a little area so you're not gonna get hypothermic again. So that'd be good not to. I suppose it's just not gonna happen. Oh, there we go. It's starting. Okay. Let's see, we've got those. Yep. We're on food shortage. People are on unreachable food now. And oxygen is starting to become better. Mealwood's growing. And okay, so we're going to have to start using another tactic, which is just scrounging. There, no, cancel that uproot. Gonna auto harvest, auto harvest, auto harvest, and auto harvest. So there's some ambient food in the area that we can take advantage of. I don't like to take advantage of this unless I'm starting to starve, but we're getting close. So, in the interest of not starving, we're going to take advantage of some of the buried objects and such that we can find around here. Alright, that should help us out a lot. Coal is going, so we're not relying on duplicate power to make our oxygen. We have enough oxygen generation now, but it is not pressurized yet. Yep, it'll slowly pressurize our base. Might be better if we spread it out, but I'm not gonna yet. Alright, as far as other things go, that is heating us up. Everything heats us up. Everything that uses electricity generates heat. It's just one of the things it does. Alright, now we have no extra food and an available duplicate. So, got, oh, somebody's got supply. Finally. That is actually something we really need. So, this character is going to be named later, and we're not going to accept or goo any of them, but we will need to, actually we'll be getting them when we can actually like survive after having them. And alright, looks like we should just really highly prioritize this one so our farms start producing food faster. And we... Okay. So the next thing we need to do, now that we have researched the regular refinery, and when smelting gets up, yeah, we gotta get to plastic, but we should also think really hard about getting to this smart battery. Because the smart battery will turn this on and off when it's... See how we've got... Our batteries are completely full. But this is running. When the batteries are full, a smart battery will turn this thing off. So we wouldn't burn as much waste coal. And the smart battery has less runoff. There's power runoff from here and from here. It's actually rather significant. The smart battery has less runoff. Alright, so let's get back to the game and generate food and try to starve. Or not starve. I'm not trying to starve. I'm not just here to kill your characters, I promise. I am not that kind of game master. Nah, it's me versus the players. It's the only way to run. Alright. Lots of light blue. That's looking very good. Especially help these oxygen tiles, or these airflow tiles. There, I had to look at the name. Wow. Are really helping this airflow come out. And I think actually it would help to have a few in here. So we can get air flowing into the living areas. So we've got that closed off as far as living areas go. And yeah, we should also focus on not... Oh, you know what? It's not that big an area, so we can pressurize it. And it'll help us not have to run back as far when we're running out of air and gasping for it. Alright, this is awesome. Auto harvest. Yeah. That can be auto harvested. Are you harvesting that up there? No. Richard will get to it eventually. It's a lower priority than the food up here because it's not actually growing. And we're not going to be pressurizing it, so it won't grow in the future. This is an area we're eventually going to dig out entirely. Because these are actually, I mean, it's like dirt, sand, and sandstone, and algae, but they're actually very useful resources in the long run. We're going to need a roof. I'm going to dig all this out. To actually keep our goal of keeping that pressurized. We don't want to be leaking oxygen out. That food shortage should correct itself. Especially because we have a full day's worth of food now. So our calorie count is going up. It's very good. Oh. Very important dig, very important dig. Our research got buried. Oh no! Kyrie, go fix it. Oh, I guess Rowan's fixing it because he can't research. Alright, people are sleeping. Our oxygen situation is improving. More light blue. Light blue is very good. That's what we want to see. And we've got pressurized oxygen and carbon dioxide down in our farm. It's actually showing us how little carbon dioxide we have. It seems I've built my med bay in a way I didn't really mean to. It's just creating a carbon dioxide pocket here. There's an easy way to fix this, because we don't actually want a carbon dioxide pocket here. Because, well, the sick people in there won't be able to breathe, and that's not good. I mean, Maybe it's how we just deal with the sick. We just starve them of oxygen until they're no longer sick. It's like my grandfather used to say, you can cure anything by sticking your head in water 3 times and taking it out twice. Though, that creates other problems. Alright, we've got our rooms up and running. We've got latrine, which is a stress relief bonus, which has been greatly needed. We've got some barracks going. We've got 2 greenhouses, which accelerates plant growth. And we've got a mess hall, which is another stress relief bonus, which really helps. Alright, so things are starting to turn around. And food production is on the rise. So I believe we can accept our next duplicant, which I'm going to have to look up on my names list. So you hold tight while I actually do that. And by hold tight, I mean I'm editing out the part where I look it up. Okay, it seems like we're actually down to 1 volunteer as far as the name list goes, because I'm recording this so far in advance. So we are going to see that we do not actually have a whole lot of character customization in Oxygen Not Included. I only say this because the character that I am going to be picking in Werewolf is actually a bald, buff guy. And does not look anything like Nisbet. But the name is the part that we really just makes us get attached. So, at least I think, I hope. So Xavier, you look very good as a redhead, let me tell you. When you came back from the Death Bear, yeah, they pulled the right soul back, but the wrong body. Here we go. Print. Xavier, you be our gopher for supply. Supply is so good. You can't care or you cook. Xavier don't care. Xavier don't cook. Supply and storage. Really supply. And we also need tidy. Alright. Now we really need tidy. Alright, so this should help our things come together really fast. You know what? You also operate. Alright, this should help our things come together really fast because everything's going to be supplied and our other jobs can just focus on building and operating and doing the thing they're actually there to do. Oh, jobs are mastered. People got better at things. Lynette is now as good of a builder as she's going to get. Well, without the basic skill upgrades. And Rowan is now a tenured scientist, so he will be able to go study geysers. However, this one's really hot. Yeah, 100... Oh, wait, no, it's not hot yet. Oh, it's dormant. It's dormant. We can figure out what it is now. I don't know how long the dormancy cycle is, but this is why Researcher is one of the most dangerous jobs in the game. Because they have to go down and see what this thing that's leaking 326 degrees Celsius liquid is. Let me tell you, it's not a safe job. Not really. 3 times the boiling point. Not all that safe. Putting these ladders up so we can actually reach these things to dig out. Alright, things are getting done. Things are getting done. That's good. food is being reached. Yep, we now have... Wait, where did Xavier get assigned to sleep? Xavier, you're going to bunk with Nikolai, so you don't assign yourself to one of the snorers. Because that's not exactly the most ideal thing. We can cancel that one. So that one will get dug. And that's why we have the ladders there. Food shortage and high stress. That's this playthrough summarized. Pneumatic door. Oh, no wonder that isn't getting built. The pneumatic door has not been a priority. Yep, let's fix that. Alright, we've gone up a bit. So, let's take our temperature display and see if we have any more geysers that could potentially solve all our problems. Or cause even more problems. Which is more likely, to be perfectly honest. Alright, no new geysers, no new problems. We just have our old problems, which is oxygen and the creeping temperature. We are going to start needing a refinement area, which I believe we can put right in here. I forgot to click off those notifications. Alright. So, we've got... We're going to have a 2-tile space there. That will neatly wall off the bad areas. And we will be able to start putting some refinement in here. I think we're definitely going to need a rock granulator. Which that's not a good spot for it. Which, actually, we can just make it a good spot for it. There we go. Easy peasy. Rock granulator. So that will inefficiently refine our metal into refined metal, which we'll need for things very soon. Alright, how far along are we on our research? We're almost done with smelting. Then we might make a quick stop on decontamination so we can start processing the polluted oxygen we have in here into regular, just clean oxygen. That's not yet. We are going to have to secure a water source soonish. Or start tapping into... Well, actually, you know what? We've got another large water source. So we don't need to secure that soonish. Let's put that on the back burner, because we still got a lot of water in here. Plumbing. We want a liquid pump at the bottom. And we want a low priority dig here, so it actually reaches all of it. And liquid pipe, also low priority. Going up. And we want a liquid bridge. We're that low on metal? We're so low on metal we can't actually make a liquid outlet. Okay, that's a problem. That is a problem. We need metal. Really need metal. Yep, that is Jeremy Slime. So cancel that one, cancel that one. And that one. We'll attack it from a different... Well, you know what? It's not airborne. It'll be okay. We are going to need to slime eventually. Alright. Our food is way higher now. And we have completed our smelting research. Nice. So, the next thing we're going for is... well, probably plastic. I have to actually figure out plastic. Okay. If we run low on water, we'll need to get this, but we don't need that yet. More scrubber, mechanized airlock, deodorizer. Okay. Yep, we are going with plastic manufacturing. So we can actually start taking advantage of some of the really high level things early on. You know, once we tell Rowan to research all of them. But he's maxed out his tree, so research is actually going to start going pretty fast. Alright. And we're actually in a good place. We're about out of time for the episode. And things are starting to look up. We're actually leaving on a high point instead of a cliffhanger. Anyway, as always, thanks for watching and have a good night.